Good morning. I'm Tony, aka the Glamper Gal, in case you aren't familiar. Now, here's the truth, y'all. I literally have no freaking idea what the fork I'm doing with my life or with anything else for that matter. Listen, in almost exactly 2 months from today, I'm turning 50. Like, that's crazy. Half a century? I can't even wrap my brain around that thought. And although I have many multiple previous amazing chapters in my personal book of this so called life, this chapter, this weird, uncomfortable, ridiculous midlife chapter, it still has yet to be written for me, which I am so grateful to be fully aware of that before it's too late. And I am even more grateful to be given another day to actually be able to write more of the story. But before I get to the point of this video, let me preface all of this with just a quick side note. Up until today, I have been very careful to choose the right words in my videos, to edit out the boring parts of my videos, and basically to try to do all of the things they that they tell creators to do to make good videos. But to be honest, none of that's really me. The truth is, I am ridiculously opinionated. I'm sarcastic at all the wrong times. I'm really not that interesting. And I totally use bad words. And I like it. Like, probably way too much for the record. But I am tired of trying to be someone I'm not. So basically, all of that is ending today. And I know some of you might not like it. And I'm sorry, but that's fine. I am not here to please everyone, which was also a big aha moment that I had this morning. I am literally here to share this journey of self discovery and purpose searching with the people who are also on the same journey. So if that's not your cup of tea, I am very, very sorry to see you go. And I really, truly wish you the most amazing life you could possibly ever have. But for those of you, my friends, choosing to stay, you might want to buckle up because I am 1000% sure that this road that we are on is going to get bumpy. So basically, it's come to this. I am slightly rebranding my Glamper Gal YouTube channel. I am so grateful for all of you who have joined me on this journey so far. And I am now and forever still going to be the Glamper Gal because, come on, I'm not giving up this full-time RV lifestyle. And it's a huge part of this chapter in my life. However, I have come to the realization that the things that I really want to share with you guys revolve more around trying to understand what my purpose is rather than how to empty a black tank. There are so many other people that can teach you way better than I can, that kind of thing. I guess what I'm trying to say, but obviously doing way more rambling than getting to the point, which, let's be honest, for the record, is kind of my thing, or one of my things anyway. The thing is that I am pretty sure that this channel literally at this point has no theme or overall meaning. So I've decided it's just going to be me unapologetically sharing random shenanigans and trying to figure out this shit called midlife. I am not going to get into the whole backstory of how I got here. But if you are new here and you really want to know, you can check out the video that I made on just that subject. And it's here or here. I'll never figure that shit out. I'll also put a link in the description below as well. But having said that, I will just give a quick recap just so you don't have to go and leave and watch that video now. Basically, I lived a normal comfort zone life for the last 2 decades. And then my only child graduated high school and went off to college and left me alone as a single mom and a new empty nester. And I was left also with this burning, pounding question that I still struggle with. Is her bedroom big enough to turn into a craft room? No, I'm just kidding. I'm really just kidding. I'm also really great at telling bad jokes and totally saying the wrong things at all the wrong times. No, the question was and still is, what the hell is the purpose of my life? So rather than chasing my original dream of living on a beach in a hut and bartending at the local beach bar, I decided to do something that I had no knowledge about whatsoever. I quit my job of 20 years. I bought a 40-foot fifth wheel RV, which I love, and she's beautiful. And I decided to travel the US full time. Again, for the record, I knew nothing about RV life. I had never been camping or glamping or whatever. I don't like bugs. I don't like critters. But apparently, none of that was enough to stop this gal. Honestly, my willpower to commit and follow through could probably win me a Nobel Prize. I don't just dabble. No dabbling. I go all in. Like having never run a half a mile before and signing up for a full marathon, kind of all in. Now, I have been living the RV life on the road for just over a year and a half now, and I still have no idea what I'm doing at all. The funny part about all of this is that I truly thought that I would find my place in the world by seeing the world, or at least driving across the US. And I really honestly do still believe that that is possible and that it's going to happen. However, this morning, I reluctantly dragged my midlife, sore all over, cranky ass out of bed after another long night of not sleeping, hot flashes, restless leg issues, and enough worry and stress to fill the Great Lakes. But this morning, it hit me. I have got to get my shit together. I mean, life is way too short to let any more of our most valuable resource, time, just, wander off freely into the night. Sadly, the world is literally burning around us right now, and people are dying left and right for random reasons besides just natural causes in old age. And this may sound narcissistic, but why don't I deserve to win the lottery? I mean, come on, I'm a good person. I give to the ASPCA and I give to CBN every single month, even when I can't afford it and have to eat oodles and noodles instead. I constantly worry about everyone else. And I would absolutely be the first to help anyone who needed it if they asked and I could. I'm also an overthinker, a perfectionist, and I worry way too much about what other people think. Literally, it's like I am my own biggest obstacle here. Actually, I am my own biggest obstacle here. I have passions and I've experimented, obviously to no avail, but my purpose, that one thing that makes me feel like I have some sort of actual place in this crazy ass world, that eludes me every day. And if you're still here listening to my rant, then you're in the same place. You're looking for the same thing and probably wondering, what the hell does this gal have to tell me that I already don't know? Well, I wish I could answer that, because then I would be able to help you understand your own purpose and potentially find and help me understand my own purpose. But I can't answer that because I don't know the answer. I do know that I'm tired. I am tired of not sleeping. I am tired of starting every morning journal entry with the same question: what am I doing here? I am tired of watching other people in the same boat also not get answers. And maybe that's because if they don't get answers, I feel like there's no hope for me. Selfish? Probably, but that's how I feel. So basically, during my infinite Google searching this morning on how to find your purpose, I ran across this super cute chick, Caroline Winkler, on YouTube. Now, she is much younger than me, so a different generation, but something about her randomness comforted and inspired me and gave me hope. I mean, I am totally random. Plus, frankly, at this point, I have nothing to lose by being more random or sharing that randomness, which, now that I think about it, maybe it's in the randomness that is where the key to self-discovery is. Here's the thing. I have watched thousands of hours, countless hours about how to grow a YouTube channel, and probably even more about why you should start a YouTube channel over such and such an age. The one thing that they all have in common that they say is to just start. There are other things that they also say, like find a niche, share your value, talk about the stuff you know, share your knowledge. But honestly, what if you don't have any knowledge? Or really, what if you have like a little bit of knowledge about like a million things rather than just one big thing? Well, obviously, I took the first piece of advice and I started. I started this YouTube channel about 7 months ago now. I first started talking about real estate. I had gotten my broker's license and I thought being a North Carolina agent was what I was supposed to do. But then a couple months later, I pivoted to RV life. But the reality of it all is that neither of those themes made me feel excited. Like, I appreciate both of those aspects, but I don't want to be a broker in North Carolina forever. I'm traveling the US. I want to travel the US. And as far as how to RV, I would have to research how to install a whole filtered water system if I wanted to do it myself. And for the record, I've thought about it. I bought it. It's still in the box in my basement. Listen, RV life is still something that I intend to talk about because I'm living it, but it's just not going to be the entire theme of this channel anymore. Right now, I don't actually have a specific direction in mind for an actual niche. I don't really know what my value is yet. And I'm pretty sure I don't know enough about anything specific to teach you guys something useful about that specific thing. The only thing that I really do know is that Noah Kagan was 100% right when he said now, not how. I also know now, in hindsight, that's pretty much how I've lived my entire life. I've taken some ginormous leaps in the past, and I'm still here. For some reason, I think I got sidetracked by my lack of success in any aspect of my life and stopped trying, just stopped working towards a specific goal or trying to achieve something. You know, success isn't supposed to be hard. Getting there, not so simple, but being there, easy. So this video and my channel direction that I'm taking is just another one of those leaps. And I'm just going to do it and I'll figure it out as I go. So even though I may not know exactly what my purpose is right now, I am on a mission and I am going to find it. And since there are so many of you out there feeling the same way, because I've heard your comments and I've been told, and maybe you just need someone to encourage you to learn the bye 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 Deadpool dance, or pull out those watercolors that you bought 5 years ago and never used and create your very first painting. Or maybe it's to encourage you to buy your first RV and join me on this crazy ass journey. Either way, I figured that it was time for me to stop complaining, get my shit together, and just start doing all the things that I've wanted to do. That's pretty much what this channel is going to be about from now on. Just me, experimenting, trying all the things, learning some new stuff. Basically just a bunch of randomness to find my purpose. RV life is my vehicle for figuring this shit out. Maybe it's yours as well, or maybe it's not. The actual vehicle doesn't really matter. It's the overall journey that holds the story. So maybe you'll stick around to see where this all goes, possibly even be inspired by my extremely amazing words of wisdom-ish. Or maybe you'll just throw your dinner plate at my face on the TV. Who knows? But that's your choice, as is mine. Making nonsense videos and putting them on the internet for the entire world to see. So, if you do decide to stick around, just be warned. I do not intend to sugarcoat anything I say or do to make it Insta-worthy. In fact, there might be times that I barely wipe the sleep out of my eyes, like this morning, by the way. before I hit record. If I feel like there's something I really want to say and I don't want to forget it, which anyone else out there my age, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I literally say, I have no idea why I even came into this room. I am also going to ask ChatGPT for help with my titles, my thumbnails, and my descriptions because honestly, creating content takes so much time. And I really don't want to waste more time on the little aspects if I can just outsource it. There is also a super great, really great chance that after a couple glasses of wine, I will decide that that is the perfect time to record a video or go live and share it. So, yeah, there you have it. My third and final pivot for this channel. And this time, I feel like it's a huge one with pretty much no direction whatsoever. And I feel like that's perfect because that's exactly how I feel like my life looks right now. I am basically just going to share unapologetically all the random shit on this midlife path that I'm on to find my purpose. And hopefully, you will decide to join me on this journey and we won't have to travel it alone. And as a final note and a quick personal blurb, I have started a Patreon account where I intend to share way more details about all the random shit happening and maybe even do some Q&A sessions about what? I don't know yet, but whatever. And I definitely want to have some virtual happy hours with you guys. I think that I want it to basically be a place where we can just all gather and talk shit. Not political, not religious, and definitely not mean, people. If you got to be mean, just keep your mouth shut. Just shit that we're trying and failing at. Or maybe, hopefully, some of us are actually succeeding at. If you want to join, I'm going to put a link in the description below. And I am so grateful for all of you who decide to travel this road with me. Now, contrary to what all the YouTube gurus out there say, telling us not to say thanks for watching, I'm going to say it anyway because A, I am too old to be told what to do by anyone other than Uncle Sam. And B, my grandmother did teach me manners. So thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next video, I hope.